Hey there, MPN fam. This is Jackie Van Ham. We are here at Mama Tried, an excellent custom bike show here in Milwaukee. I am here with Pat Patterson from Sled Customs based out of Ohio, and we're going to talk about this 1975 Shovelhead, and it's your ride of the week. Thank you so much for taking the time to talk to us, Pat.
Oh, no problem. Nice to talk to you guys.
It's been a hot minute since we've seen each other. Welcome back
to
to Outside Show Life. It's great to see you again.
Yeah, it's nice to get out.
And speaking of dusting off things, this bike that you brought here for Mama Tried, this is actually a bit of a throwback for you. This has been a bike that you built quite a while ago.
Yeah, Warren called us and wanted to know what we were going to bring this year. And this bike we built in, I think it was 2006. And I actually built this one for my brother, Jeff. And it's a 75 Shovelhead, and just kind of revamped a couple things, knocked some dust off of it.
Nice. Well, can you go ahead and talk us through the bike? Did you do any sort of engine work? What's going on with this awesome front end, by the way?
That's a Kiwi Indian leaf springer front end. We bought this way back in the day when, I don't know if you're familiar with the Cincinnati trade shows back in the day. When he was set up there, we bought that from him. That just shows you how long ago
that is a hot minute, Pat.
We purchased parts for this bike. And so we hardtailed the rear half of it. I cut the gas tank up. These are actually the Mercury in it. Those were valve covers off a Mercury car, and I Frenched them into the gas tank.
Oh, okay.
And now we do Invaders and Challenger Invaders. So originally this bike was built with spokes.
Okay.
So we changed them over to Invader Challengers, chromed them, and built all the stuff and put a parameter brake on the rear. Just give a little more of a racy, good stopping power on the rear.
Right on. Yeah, I do love the wheels that you just mentioned, the Invaders. It gives it this really modern, very aggressive type style to it.
Yep.
Really sharp, really, really good looking. I also love even your little fender stays back here, these guys. I love all of these little details. Where's the inspiration for that coming from?
Well, with this bike, I wanted to do more of a, growing up with a lot of older brothers that always had Novas and GTOs and Dusters, they were always doing just hot rod stuff, more redneck hot rod type stuff, not like high-end hot rod stuff. But, just a throwback, like the brake and gas pedals are the little feet for the dimmer switches. When I was growing up, I always saw my brothers take their gas pedals off, and they would always put the foot on there and stuff. So this being his bike, I wanted to kind of throw stuff that I remembered when I was young that they did.
Yeah.
And there's with just the decorative kind of trim on the bike, back in the day, like the stainless trim on cars and stuff that really kind of stood out and just gave it didn't have any functionality. It just gave it a little finesse,
It's just strictly for design.
Exactly. So with this bike, I just wanted to do the struts and a little bit on the gas tank just to kind of give it a little bit of a, an old hot rod type elegant feel.
Well, I think it's absolutely wonderful. I love also you've got this open primary running on this side. Yep. And again, this is a 75 Shovelhead. Did you do any engine work or any sort of oversized pistons or anything? Did you get into the engine at all?
Well, not to get in too deep, but what's really cool about him purchasing this bike is when he purchased this bike, it came from a old friend of ours that we told he should never sell this bike. It wasn't this bike, it was just a Shovelhead. But he sold it and bought a big dog back then.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, right?
Okay.
So we got this bike and we're like,
choice.
dude, I can't believe you sold this bike for that, but okay, we're going to take this bike. So he had built it, and, it's got some bigger pistons. It's not a hot rod by any means. It's just a nice built cruiser that's dependable. You can ride it.
Well, thank you so much for taking the time to talk us through this beautiful Mercury Shovelhead. It's absolutely wonderful. I love the details. We're going to show them on the camera here in a second, but thank you so much, Pat.
Cool.
I appreciate you. From
Thank you.
Sled.